I had a friend from the local village named Emily. She was a bold and brave girl with thick black hair and brown eyes. Emily and I would often go for walks around the neighborhood, often stopping by the local lake. We could spend hours sitting on the shore, watching the sunlight play on the turquoise water and chatting about all sorts of trivia. By midsummer, the lake was drying up and turning into a big puddle, but we still liked the place very much. There were not many people there, so we could enjoy the solitude. My grandmother often baked us pancakes and fritters. Sometimes she even let us watch cartoons for an hour. We felt like the luckiest girls in the world. Sometimes Emily would stay overnight at my house after giving her parents a heads up. We fell asleep together on the wide sun-warmed veranda. On one such evening, as we drank tea with my grandmother's cookies, she told us a local legend about a woman who was executed on the shore of the lake. This woman and her husband had set up an underground organization in the village and did not give anyone away even after they were arrested. We didn't know how true this legend was, but it made a huge impression on us. Some say they were shot, my grandmother said. Others say they were drowned. The enemy kept records of their executions, but destroyed them all when our troops approached. Why? I asked, taking another cookie. To cover up their crimes, Grandma answered. But they were still punished afterward, weren't they? Emily asked. Grandma nodded. Sure. As you'd expect. We forgot about the story until we saw something strange on the shore of the lake a week later. We woke up early in the morning, barely beginning to dawn. We had a quick breakfast and decided to head to the lake. Grandma was busy at the farm trimming the trees in the garden and feeding the animals. As we approached the lake, we saw a white mist swirling over the water. We stopped to enjoy this beauty. In the distance, we saw silhouettes of mountains hidden in the mist. We sat down on a tree stump without disturbing the silence and talked. Suddenly we heard crying. It was coming from somewhere nearby, but we could not see anyone. We walked along the shore and came to a small clearing. A girl was sitting on the shore of the lake and crying. We stayed where we were, stunned. Who is this? What is she doing here? I felt like I could see the water of the lake through her body. She was wearing a plaid dress and sandals. Her hair was wet and she was looking away behind us. She raised her hands as if defending herself and screamed. Only then did I notice that a huge rock was tied to her foot, her face a look of horror. Emily and I grabbed each other's hands and ran away. We reached the farmhouse and told Grandma about the incident. She listened to us in silence and said it was a drowned woman who had been executed on the shore of the lake. She said that she sometimes appeared but did no harm to anyone. We never saw the woman again, and the next year Emily moved away and our friendship ended. I used to go to the lake sometimes to bring flowers and throw them in the water in memory of that young life. But the drowned woman never appeared again. Maybe she had finally found peace.